Okay, so where were we? Okay, yes, we're on the Everbloom Forest. We've been doing this for a few days now, about a week maybe, and we've done the first 2 screens, these ones. We got to just add some flowers now to make it fit with the whole theme we've got for Everbloom. And I had a bit of trouble with that last time. We figured out that, where are they? Where are those damn flowers? Was somewhere here. Is it on B? Yep, I think they're around here somewhere. Yep. Right, so basically I don't like that look. It looks too straight and too perfect. Don't ignore it because it's a mess. I'm just doing it anyhow at the moment. But we did that with like 4. We put just flowers, but we could get away with it there because they're more scattered. They're not bunched up or anything. And there's just a few little ones thrown around. But here I'm planning on having quite a lot of flowers because it's the Everbloom Forest. So I was like doing some bunched up flowers in Photoshop, but I never finished those off, and I decided that today we're going to have a break from the mapping and actually think about the enemies and the battle system today, just to break things up a bit. And but we've made good progress on these 2 screens, and the 3rd screen is going to be where the quest is, the end point for the first main quest. So this is the screen for that, but it isn't quite finished yet, as you can see. It's a bit bare, but there will be 3 more screens after that, which will be like the second half of the dungeon, after we've had the little cutscene and maybe a boss encounter, but I don't know yet. I haven't decided if we're going to have a boss encounter that early. We might have that later in the dungeon, probably on the 6th screen, before we get the shortcut back to Lakefall. But the goal is we gotta think some enemies, because we gotta fill this screen, this first one and the second one, with enemies. Probably some treasures and items as well, because we're gonna have to consider items and what we're gonna call the potions of this world and etc. And then after that, it is really about the quest and having the cutscene and the dialogue, and then moving on to the next part of the story and the next part of the dungeon. And we basically know what's going to happen. Let's get the Discord up. Where are you? Window capture for Discord. Okay, we're here. So there we are. Main story. This part here tells us what's going to happen next, and this is all about the first quest, but it's only like a part of it. We've got some more to write, and I'll be probably doing that next week sometime in a stream. We're gonna write the chapter 1 part 2 next week, or all the week after. I don't like to be too specific with deadlines, because sometimes we don't get things done like we want, but either next week or the week after, chapter 1 part 2, we will be writing that, and that'll be really fun. I think we had a lot of fun last time deciding where we wanted to take the story. And I'm gonna do a little graphic, a sort of paragraph, but visually, to present this, and maybe put it on the Raindrop Chronicles Instagram and the Twitter, and probably I might put it here as well. And then eventually we'll have a collection of little graphics that follow the story. It'll be like having a little book. So I think that'll be a good way for us to keep track of the story. And we did have a poll, but it's closed. It ended yesterday. I haven't posted the results yet actually, but keep an eye out tonight and the results will be posted. Okay guys, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna think about enemies today. So we'll finish rambling now and we're gonna work on that now. Let's see what Careless Rex and Demi have said. I think most exams are BS, at least ones in the US. You can ace ace the exam and still have learned nothing. It's not a good way to evaluate whether you've actually learned something or not. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to lie, like, I revised for my exams, as you do. I don't even remember any of it. So yeah, I passed my GCSEs and stuff. I got like 10 GCSEs, I think, that were passed, which is good. That's above average in the UK. And I just forgot it all. So everything I learned back then, it's just a waste, to be quite honest. So yeah, I agree. Something else that would be nice, but not on the topic of enemies, vines with flowers. Yes, Demi. That is something else I was going to mention, because if we look at Lakefall, we have a little bit of a tiny bit of a cliff here, which, because Lakefall is lower, it's hidden away. I've like put a few little vines here on the cliffs. Just a few little plants popping out. Oh gosh, you can't see. Oh my goodness, I'm a fool. Okay, here we are. I always leave the window capped up. Okay, so here's the vines. We've got a Lakefall. So I'm going to be doing the same in Everbloom Forest as well on these cliffs. Just to give it a bit more, like so it feels like it's been there a while and it doesn't look all clean and perfect. So yeah, we'll definitely be adding some of that stuff onto the cliffs as well. So yeah, flowers and cliff decorations are the goals for these two screens. And then for this one, I'm gonna do a building a cabin, because the story says that there's going to be a cabin here. We're gonna have trees around, obviously, and all the stuff, and just fill it in like we have here. But no more mapping today. We're going to be doing the enemies. I'll probably be doing a little bit of mapping off stream between now and Friday, maybe, we'll say. So maybe we'll have the flowers and all that done before next time, or I might do it on Friday's stream. I'll see how I feel. But as you can see here, we got a little slime. He's not going to be one of our enemies, but I just put him down here as a test. So this is what starts the battle. If you were here last week, was it last week? We did decide that the poll for the battle encounters was odd map encounters, not random encounters. So the enemies will be walking on the map, and that's how we encounter them in this game. So it will work like RPGs like Persona 5 and Chrono Trigger did it too, and probably a few others did it. And so we'll have sprites walking along, and that's how you start a battle. It seemed like quite the popular choice, the on-map encounters over the random ones, but it tends to be the more modern way of doing RPG games to have on-map encounters. And hi Chub Cheeks, oh my goodness, you sneaking in like that. I thought you was my bot, because you have the same colour name as my bot. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Wednesday, May the 1st. Not May the 4th, it's May the 1st. I'm already prepared for all the tweets that are going to be up on May the 4th. I won't be doing one. You got a BRB? Enjoy the BRB, Rex. We'll update you on what we're doing when you're back. May the 7th is the best day, yeah? Is there any reason for that, Chub? Special occasion? Okay, so, right, I'm going to get a window capture up, guys, because I have a website to show you. There's a couple of websites I want to show you today, actually. Okay, window capture. No, don't capture OBS. Is this the one? It is, I think. Okay, so, oops, I'm all hidden away. Just hide all this crap. You don't want to see that crap. There we go. Okay, so can we zoom in? Yeah, we can. So this website is where we're going to use get our resources for our monsters and enemies in battle. It's pretty cool. I found it this week and thought this is what we're going to be using. He actually has a Patreon. This person does. Let's load that up now. Yep, he has a Patreon, and he's very active in the community still. He does new monsters and enemies every week, and some of them only the patrons can have, but he does put some out for free as well. There's a terms of use thing here. Load. That's the day Legend got brought onto this earth 27 years ago. Was it your birthday, Chub Cheeks, on that day? Happy birthday in advance, if so. Have you got any plans? And my birthday's not long after either, but my birthday's in June. Okay, so he says that we can use in any game engine for commercial use or for non-commercial use. So, and we can also edit them if we want, which is great. So we can use these. We're free to use them for our project. And let's have a look what we got. So we're going to find foresty ones because we've got a forest. So we need to find some appropriate forest enemies. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to download the assets, pick out some foresty themed ones. I'll probably do a paint or Photoshop document and put pictures of the enemies in, and then I'm going to put up a poll and say which ones would you guys like in this dungeon, and the enemies that top the poll, like the top 4 or 5 maybe, or 3 or between 3. We'll probably have between 3 and 5 enemies in this dungeon. We'll say. I from what I've seen in RPG games in dungeons, there's not too many different enemies, but there's a few. We got to get the balance right. But I think between 3 and 5 seems like a good number. So we are the top ones that poll. But we're probably going to have a large choice because I want to give you guys choice for the possible enemies we could go for. Because there's going to be a lot of choice. Okay, so we can download that one, or he has another section that is pretty cool. Let me find it. Gonna sit in a dark corner and cry. Those are my plans. Yeah, you're not looking forward to getting older, Chup. Okay, so he does these things called weeklies, where he brings out a different theme of creatures every week, and this is just one of them. Toxic plant-like creatures, and this one could fit with our forest. We gotta think about the sort of forest we've got, and if we look at Everbloom Forest and Lakefall in general, it's very pleasant. It's a very pleasant, calming forest, very floral and tree themed. There's nothing creepy or haunted about it really. So, but it doesn't mean we can't have scary enemies, but they kind of still have to fit with the sunny, bright atmosphere we've got. It could be an enchanted forest. We could go for that sort of thing, like a magical enchanted forest sort of thing if we want, but not like a dark haunted forest. So we're gonna have to pick. I'm gonna have to pick some enemies out now that fit with that look. So I'm probably, I'm going to do a Photoshop document. I'm going to put any interesting enemies we see on that document, probably between 10, 12, maybe a little bit more. And then I'm going to put them all in a poll, a voting only poll. And we'll get votes on everyone's favourite enemies. I think this will be a fun poll. Okay. So, yes, I think this could definitely be one we use. I like the mushrooms and the plants. But we'll see. I want to, like, see what else is out there first before we decide. Let's look at... Is there a tag for weeklies anywhere? There we go, there is. So we'll just look through and see what enemies fit. But the bundle could be good. There's some really good ones, like these are really interesting, but they're obviously not very foresty. But it's nice to know there's a big choice. And that we can edit them as well. We can like change the colours and the style a bit if I want to do that in the future. But the most I'd probably do is change the colour and maybe tweak the shape a little bit if I had to. I do like the art style of these though. Slime creatures, that's pretty neat. They'd be good for caves and stuff. Goblins. I mean, we do know that there's dragon bandits in this area because they caused a massacre. So we'll probably have some dragon bandits as enemies. But they will be some I'd have to create myself from the character sets. But we'll see. I don't think we're going to encounter the dragon enemies quite yet, but maybe we will. I don't see what harm it would do to put them on the poll. I mean, they could be around, like just some very amateur, low-level dragon reptile creature races. Blah blah. As we know, Careless Rex and Chub Cheeks are both of that reptile race, but they're higher ups. They're like higher ranked ones. I'm gathering, because they're antagonists. But we can. Some of their little minions might be around as enemies in this area. Undead creatures, light creatures. I wonder how many pages we've got of this. And look at you, Demi. Will your age soon end with 0? Yes, Chub. This year, in a month's time. I'm going to be in America on my birthday. So, I'm having a little haul in June. So, there will be a break from streams in June. But I'll be keeping in touch with you guys, and we'll have plans for where we're going to... I want to leave it a really good point. I want this game. I want to get some exciting things done before I go away. We've still got 6 weeks, so no need to really think about it too much yet. I support our brave troops out in the war zones, taking down that forest menace. I wonder when Chub Cheeks is going to make his appearance in the game. I mean, I figure it will, maybe not soon, but not like soonish, if you know what I mean. Because they've already been introduced as like the enemy of this particular region, so they're gonna come sooner rather than later. Oh my goodness, hi Kay, it's true then, you did come, like you said. I'm shocked. I thought it was a joke. How are you doing, Kay? My goodness, darkness creatures. These are so good. I cannot believe that I'm lucky enough to find someone who actually has a Patreon for doing this stuff, and they let people use them. Not just for free projects, but for commercial ones as well. That's pretty neat. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good, Kay. I mean, if you're curious what it is I'm up to, I think the robot's already said, the bot has already said what it is. I'm going to do the command again. Yeah, I'm making a RPG game with everybody in chat. We'll kind of improvise the game together and make decisions together. So if you're intrigued, then all the stuff's there. And we got a couple of other commands as well. Oh no, it's not got an S at the end. I'm a silly Billy. There. I'm just spam you guys with all this crap. Is it too late to change my character's name? Yes, Chub, it is. What was your character's name again? I thought it was pretty. Was it Grandmaster Chub Cheeks? Are you in the game yourself? I am. I haven't made an appearance yet, but my character's waiting to be put in the story. There's 11 characters so far of people from the community, and none of them are in it yet because we've basically, this is a very new thing. I only decided to start doing it last month, I think, so we're still very early on in the game. And yep, we've got the custom protagonist, the main hero. He don't say anything, he's a silent mute. But there will be others joining them on their adventure. Grandmaster Cheeks. So that was it. Why? What name were you thinking instead, Chuck? I'm intrigued. Dragon creatures. Well, we got to pick foresty creatures. None of these are foresty. My goodness. I can't make you guys kill wolves. I feel like I should tab that one though. Some of these could work. Chub's the alchemist. Ooh. No reason why you can't be an alchemist though, Chub. I mean, we're writing it together, don't? So even though, like, we have the character sheets, the characters will definitely, like any story, be further developed. Their character arcs will things will happen to them, and so yep. When Chub comes into the story, your character, all of us will make decisions together on who he is and all that stuff. And you can be the one that decides or suggests things, but all the decisions will be made with polls and whatever gets the most votes. Uses raindrop alchemy to steal power from others. Also, I want a giant hamster mat. Oh my goodness, that's like epic. That's more epic than Carol the Barrel. Yeah, Carol the Barrel. She's the MVP at the moment of the game. I'm going to just hide that browser a second. Where's Carol the Barrel? She's in the Discord. Let me get the Discord up. She is in the game, but I'd have to do a test play to show you. I have so many window captures. There we go. She's here. I've missed her. I made her myself, so I'm proud. She's one of the assets I actually did. Hooray. Okay, so yep, this is our forest dungeon, guys, that we're working on at the moment. Still, it's not quite done yet. We've still got to fill it with flowers and make the cliffs a little bit more viney, etc. But we are going to be filling this area with enemies and this area with enemies as well, and that's what we're doing today. I found an awesome character artist that actually has his own Patreon and designs enemies and monsters for RPG Maker, and he lets people use them. He's got his terms of use thingy-majig here, and people can use them whether it's a commercial project or a non-commercial project, and as you guys know, this is a non-commercial project, so we fit that criteria. Now let's find some more foresty looking creatures. We've got a few. I feel like we need even more though, so I'm going to keep looking. Oh my goodness, look at that ball. I'm in love. It's already on my character page, like hamsters, so I want to do something with hamsters. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Chub. We want this game to be wacky. So, when you know that there's a sentient barrel in the game, that is wacky. So, we're only going to get even crazier, I'm sure. And a hamster mount is just bonkers as a barrel. A talking barrel. I love it. And yeah, Chub, if you want to be an alchemist, then yeah, that's cool. I will. What I'm going to do, because I do get a notepad file up from time to time, and if you guys say anything interesting in chat, I usually make note of it. If it's any dialogue, interesting dialogue, or any interesting lore or world building or character ideas, I usually make a note of it in notepad. So I'm going to do that with what you said, Chub, so that whenever it is that Chub's character comes in the game and say, because I always start the story off when we write it, I can consider that. It's already on the character page, yeah. Oh my god, yes, okay, I have got a Final Fantasy soundtrack playing in the background at the moment. I'm going to actually put the link in chat for you if you're curious, but it's 9 hours long, so be prepared to be in heaven when you listen to that. I've always got it in the background lately during these streams, because it's just super nice to listen to while doing this sort of stream. Okay. Well, I do like the orcs, but I'm not sure if orcs are what we're going to have here in particular. We know that dragons are the enemies of this forest, not orcs. Insect creatures, I think that's pretty neat. Have some of those. Oh my god. It's a cute worm. I'm getting excited now because I'm seeing all the cute animals. They're not meant to be cute, I know, they're meant to be ugly, but I think they're cute. We've actually got forest creatures as well. This is neat. Egyptian creatures, mountain creatures, boar, bunny, sea creatures. Because we're going to have loads of different regions. We're in a forest at the moment, but when we make the world map together, guys, we're going to consider other regions that are going to be on this forest, and I'm sure we're going to have mountain areas and all sea beaches and all that, so there'll be lots of different, we can make use of these other assets too. Oh my goodness, this is wild. I'm really happy we found this artist, because I was actually concerned that we'd struggle with enemy design if I would find it enough, but we've got it. We've got lots of awesome ones. It's getting to me because I literally just played these games. Which one are you on now, Kay? Which Final Fantasy? Kay's doing a Final Fantasy journey as well, aren't you? Since when? That is the biggest capper ever, Chub Cheeks. Chub knows on a Final Fantasy. A good soundtrack is if you believe in is you still believe from the Legend of Dragon. Oh my goodness, I never played that one, but I had a friend at college that told me I needed to play it, but I never got round to it. I can use MS Paint if you run out of designs. LOL. Okay. So what I'm going to do, right, let's open Photoshop. I'm going to make a document in Photoshop. We've got quite a few enemies here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick about 12 of them, probably around that. I'm going to put them on a document, these enemies, and then I'm going to do a poll, and you guys can vote on your favourites, and the top 3 or the top 4 on the poll will be the enemies that we have in this forest. And then while that poll's up for the rest of the stream, I'm going to show you guys the battle system, the current vanilla battle system that RPG Maker have, and we're going to have a look at some sort of plugins that we can add to make that battle system have more appeal, because I found a pretty good site that makes plugins and adds all these extra features onto the battle system. Legend of Dragoon is story rich, and for its time it was really good. Oh yeah, I heard really good things, and it was PlayStation 1, right, wasn't it? I hope I'm correct with that. Okay, Photoshop's loading. It's been a bit of a slow bro at the moment, so bear with me. Usually when Photoshop opens, this is when we get the lag. Silly old computer. It had 4 discs, oh my goodness. Would you say it's as good as Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9 demo? What's this now? Hi Rex. Look, your buddy Key is here. Like he promised. But, oh yeah, what is this now? While you've been gone, I was talking about this website I found that actually has loads of character art of enemies and monsters that we're going to use as our enemies in the game. The guy that has done them has his own Patreon, and he like works on this every single week, so it's very active, and he's very active in the community currently. And there's a terms of use thing that tells us that, oh my god, we're getting lag, I'm sorry guys. There's a terms of use thing that tells us that we can use it commercially or non-commercially, and we can also edit them if we want, and which is pretty neat. Like, honestly, people like this are a godsend. I'm glad they exist, otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this project, because it would take us 20 years to make a game if I had to do everything myself. So it's really nice that the community's has a lot of assets out there for us to use. Okay, so yes, as we've got these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a bunch of these that I like the look of, about 12 of them maybe, on a Photoshop document. I'm going to put them on there, and let's get Photoshop up now. And then I'm going to put a poll up so you guys can vote on your favourites, and the ones that top the poll, maybe the top 3 or 4 or 5. Those will be the ones that we have in the dungeon. So, because dungeons in RPGs usually have, how many would you say, different types of enemies in each, like, dungeon area? I find it's usually between 3 to 5 maybe, but maybe I'm wrong. This is the very first dungeon, so there's probably not going to be bazillions of different types of enemies. Don't know, not played any of them. They only play part of the beginning of 13 Mystic Quest and parts of 4 and 5. Oh, you haven't actually played FF Demo. I always assume everybody has. I'm a big silly. Well, I did lie. I said I would be there around 11, but I showed up around 10:40. We forgive you, Kay. Everybody lies from time to time. Have you ever heard the story that everybody tells, like, about 200 lies each day? I swear it's like one human being, a single human being, lies about 200 times a day. I need to find that article again and show you. But I was absolutely mind blown by it. We're all liars, guys, the lot of us. Okay, where? Photoshop? Where are you? It's okay, this website's hiding it. 47-ish, 46. My goodness, guys. It depends on the story. Not much of a Final Fantasy fan. I played little bits, but not playing 90+% of the series. Yeah, there's definitely ones I'm more fond of than others. Like my favourites are 7, 8, 9 and 10. All the middle ones. Okay. I don't know what size to have this document. One sec. You guys can't see all my secrets. I'm currently looking through my all my files and you can't see. Wahaha. I keep all that stuff hidden because you'll see my full name otherwise. Because Windows is silly and it doesn't let me change the name. Hello, reptilian brother. Yeah, we were just talking about the reptiles, Rex. Wondering when you and Chubb are going to make your appearance. Chubb has already filled in some more details about his character, which I've copied and pasted into an iPad file. Because I want to be able to remember that stuff for when he's introduced. Oh my gosh, I can't find this image I'm after. What if the article is a lie? Do you think it's lying? I don't even say 200 things a day. I'm probably exaggerating it, but it was definitely a lot of lies. I'll tell you that. Those numbers seem to be off. I lie hundreds of times a day. You do, Rex? You lie that much? Is one of those lies that you think I'm awesome? I'm going to cry now. Rex lies to me. If the average person lies 200 times a day, either like 190 plus of those times lying is to themselves. Yeah, we can lie to ourselves as well. That's a very good point. I lie to myself a lot. Yeah, we do. I think we all do that. Just change your real name, then it won't say. I did. I tried, Chubb. I spent a good day a couple of months ago trying to change my name on Windows, and it actually doesn't let you. Fact. It's Windows 10, I think. Reptiles are the best. Thousands? My gosh. Okay, so I'm just opening this file because I like the size of it. But get rid of the grid. This can be deleted now. We don't need it. It was just a template. Okay, so we're going to copy and paste the enemies on here, but I might need to make it bigger though, because I'm not sure if they'll fit. But we'll see. So, first of all, I'm going to have to download these, so... Okay, right, I'm downloading. Let's download. I'll download one at a time. Legally change your name, then it won't match up. LOL. When you register a new Windows account or upgrade from 7 to 8 and to 10, it forces you to register a Microsoft Windows account, and that account can be logged from any Windows 10 computer as long as they have the name and password. And they don't allow you to change it. You have to buy a new Windows 10 to make a new one. Very silly indeed, isn't it? This is some BS. This song makes me sad. It's a sad part of Final Fantasy VII. Okay, so I'm gonna open all these folks in Photoshop. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extract them. I've currently downloaded a zip file and it's got some of the creatures in, so I'm gonna just make a new folder on the desktop for now. I'm gonna call it monsters in capital letters. It's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so I'm gonna download them all actually, and then we can I'm gonna open them all at once, and I'm gonna just pick the 12 of my favourite, and the feedback from you guys will come from the polls. That's when you'll decide which ones you like most. So, oh my goodness, it's already... We've only got 2 hours of stream left and we haven't got the poll up yet. This is bad. Wow. No worries. It's going to be open for 24 hours anyway. And if it gets put up too late, I might keep it up a bit longer. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep it up forever and ever. Keep the poll up till I'm an old lady. What about that? I mean, I already am an old lady. Guys, I've got a confession to make. I'm old. I've got grey hairs. I've got loads. I don't know what to do. I think we should have a massive scary endgame looking monsters at the beginning and have one of the last bosses be something like a wasp monster. That's so funny. Well guys, this is why we're gonna, with the boss of the dungeon, there will be a poll for what that's gonna be when we get to that point. So we're not thinking about the boss yet. It's a little bit premature. We're just going to think about the random mob enemies at this point. But you're going to be voting on the poll. We're going to get that poll's going to hopefully be up in the next half hour or so. It depends how laggy my computer wants to be. Okay, so what's important is to make an image file of these monsters that are going to be on the poll, because it's no good putting a poll up and saying, do you want a bee, do you want a worm, do you want when you guys can't even see what those enemies look like. So yeah, we've got 2 more zip files to download now. Only 1 month to go until that, Rose. Why not a slime? I know, a super powerful slime. I mean, don't judge a book by its cover. That's what that Minotaur says in Final Fantasy VIII, right? He's like, don't judge a book by its cover, because the brother, the big one, is actually weaker than the small one. And that was quite cute, wasn't it? We're copying Final Fantasy VIII with this idea. Oops, I accidentally closed a tab. I'm sorry you guys are having to stare at a boring square. It would be so much easier if I could use display capture. For example, I'm going to show you guys what display capture is. It's right here. It will show you literally everything I've got tabbed open, every single thing, including all my secret details. So instead of doing that, I just have a bunch of window captures open, which is harder work for myself because I'm constantly having to hide and show different window captures, but what can I do? Hi Gunslinger, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I like your name. I like a book series about gunslingers, a Stephen King book series called The Dark Tower. And you start as a powerful warrior, and when you level up you become weaker. You guys. That's where I got my name from, really? Oh my goodness, what a coincidence. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, as soon as you came in, I was like, oh my god, the Dark Tower series. I absolutely love that series. I haven't finished all the books, though. I've only read the first 4. But I really do need to read the rest. What a way to stop people from grinding. You guys are funny. I mean, it's going to be funny when we make some decisions together. I mean, the fact we've got a sentient barrel in the game. Like, we made that decision on our first ever poll, I think. Just shows how weird this game's going to get. Okay, I hope I've put that one in the folder. I think I did. I'm not paying attention at the moment. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so, yeah, they're all done. I'm finally going to get some enemies onto this boring square for you guys to see. Oh gosh, we got absolutely loads. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to put 12 on here. We're going to put 12 enemies on this image, and we're going to put a polyp, and the first 4, maybe the top 4, the 4 that get the most votes will be the enemies we go for this dungeon. The boss, we'll decide at a later time what that's going to be. Who knows what the boss is going to be. I assume that the boss might be one of them on this image, but it might not be, actually. I might we don't know. We'll see. Okay. What tools are you using to build your RPG? I'm using the software called RPG Maker MV Gunslinger. Have you heard of that one? It's on Steam. If you want to read more about the project, I have a couple of commands here. So you can check those out if you want. I also have a bit of info in the panels, links to stuff. Could this do with my alchemy potions designed to steal people's power? This is an interesting villain, sure, but I do like the idea for being an evil alchemist, because the currency in our game is raindrops, so it's a liquid currency, and it's very interesting. It opens up lots of interesting lore ideas and evil alchemists. You often don't do any grinding. The way you grinding in RPG games, you get to the final boss and all they'd have to do is look at me and fall to the ground. You do a ton most of the time. I grind like a maniac, I do. I've got a problem. Honestly, I'm addicted to grinding. Thanks, I'll have a read. Awesome, thank you. It's lovely to see you start by and take an interest, Gunslinger. Turning blood drops into raindrops. Yeah, I've even already thought, what if the sequel of this game is called Raindrop Chronicles? We've got Raindrop Chronicles, but if this project goes really well, I mean, I don't want to think too much ahead, but if it does and the game finishes and we really liked it, there could be a sequel called Raindrop Chronicles. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're still on the first chapter of this game. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what enemies to have. I'm staring at about 50 different enemies at the moment, thinking what 12 to have. Oh my goodness. See, look at this. This is really cool. I'll just show you an example. Why have we got this silly grid here? Go away. Go away. I don't want you here. You're covering up the art. There you go. I think we got a grid on every single one now, which is a bit annoying. Does anyone know an easy way to permanently get rid of the grid? Okay, there we go. This is a mushroom, and there's different. It's like evolves like a Pokemon. So that's its first form. That's its second form, and that's its third. It's like, I'm an evil mushroom. You can't kill me. So for a boss, that's quite an interesting thing. But like I said, we're not gonna. The boss will be decided on a poll. What will probably happen when it comes to the boss is I'll probably pick a handful of enemies and tell you guys about them, put their image there, and then we'll do a poll, and the one that wins will be the boss. So but obviously I'll be taking suggestions from chat for the boss options. Like if, say for example, Rex says we need to have a slime as a boss, I will put the slime as one of the boss options. If you're passionate about a certain idea, then I will think, yeah, I'll add that one to the poll. So I'm just who's gonna be our first one? Okay, we can have a few. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to make this way bigger. We're gonna have to make the canvas much bigger. But there'll be about 12 enemies on this sheet, and only 4 will win. So just because you see an enemy on here doesn't mean it's going to be the one that's going to end up as an enemy. Control, what's that? What's that? Is that a period? Maybe it'll just, oh, it's the comic key. Oh my goodness, what's with my eyesight? Just a comic key to get rid of the grid, since you'll likely forget that you asked. Yeah, I thought, what did you mean then? But now I understand. I understand now. But thank you, Rex. It's been a long time since I really used Photoshop religiously. I mean, I used it all the time when I was at college and uni, but you get a bit rusty, don't you? If you don't use it much. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't believe what I've just seen as an enemy. I can't believe it. A panda with a bamboo stick in his mouth. I'm putting him on there. He looks super evil. I love this artwork. And because there's so much of it, like he adds new enemies every single week to his website, and he's already got absolutely loads. And it's all very consistent with each other, which means that if we stick to all his work, then we've got a consistent art style for enemies. Though sometimes, like I said earlier, we won't always be using these for enemies. For example, if we were to fight the reptile race and some of the minions, or even Chub and Rex themselves, because they're antagonists, we'll obviously use their little character sprites for that. But yep, for other enemies we use this. I know you too well, you do. You can read me like a book. Do you like that? Do you like? Would you prefer me to be unpredictable? That flower is the final boss. Yeah, we might do that. Like, say, whatever doesn't win the poll, like, there's going to be 12 enemies on this sheet and 4 will win, so that means 8 will lose. Some of the losers could be put onto the boss poll. So if this flower loses this poll, he might be put into the boss poll. That would be mental. But I really actually am fond of that idea, because I'm weird and I like silly stuff. But I'm not getting attached. I tried my best not to get attached over any idea in case it doesn't happen. Okay, I'm going to have to make this canvas bigger now, because it's tiny. I don't know if we can add that colour as our background colour, but we'll see. yeah, I might keep this poll open an extra day actually, because it's probably not going to get put up until the end, closer to the end of stream at this rate. So I will probably like an extra day, because we might not get enough votes in otherwise. We'll see how it goes. Everyone will say she's just copying Undertale though. I haven't played Undertale. Yeah, there's a flower, an evil flower in Undertale, but that one actually looks not very cute. But yeah, that's very true, Rex. I completely forgot about that, which is a bit silly because I put it as my gift today. Okay. I'm going to try and put as much of a range of enemies as possible on here. Wow, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big one. So I'm going to have a mixture of weak looking enemies and a mixture of strong ones. But they all have to be foresty themed. That's the most important thing, because they have to fit with the style we've got for Lakefall and Everbloom Forest, which is why I'm kind of picking ones that they look a bit evil with the red eyes, but they don't look like they're from a haunted forest. They look like they're from more of a enchanted sort of magical, like bright forest. So, but we might have a haunted forest as well in the future. It's going to be fun to have all these different varied environments for dungeons. It's one of the things I'm most excited about. There's a wolf here, which I do like, but I don't think it fits with the we'll have a mermaid, because this forest does have cliffs and waterfall and rivers and stuff, so it might work. She's tiny compared to some of these. Oh no, I need to lock this silly backpack because it keeps moving. There we go. So we have 6 so far, so let's have maybe another 6. We need some more weak looking enemies though, because I mean, no reason why we can't have evil mean looking ones as normal mobs though. Ah, this is a cutie pie. Even the flower has a bigger face. I know. The flowers, you could fit like 10 of those mermaid heads into the flower. Let's have a good old forest golem, shall we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is Final Fantasy VII music. I feel like we need a plant among this lot. So we got a flower, we got a tree, we got a plant. It's all very foresty. We have the shroom, but we've also got another shroom. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wonder if I'll have to label these, because some of them you might not know what's what. Let's have a bee here as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so one more. Now for this one, I'm gonna do something that you might not expect. Oops. Don't unlock this layer, it's gone a little bit high. Let's just zoom out a bit so we can see it properly. Okay, let's think. Let's get Discord up a sec. So, one thing we know is that the enemies of this area that caused a massacre that's very important to the storyline is are the reptile race, the two antagonists in the game, Rex and Chub Cheeks. For example, this is Rex. If you haven't seen him already, this is Rex. He's even got his hat. He's probably going to be the leader, isn't he? Or like a high up. Same with Chub, both of them. So what I'm thinking of doing is including these reptiles as an enemy as well as the 12th enemy, but obviously ones that aren't Rex or Chub. So I'm going to open the character generator in RPG Maker. We're going to make a reptile sprite, just a very standard minion. It takes a while for this to come up because there's so many assets on it. Rex the villain. Who knows? Maybe he'll redeem himself later on. Maybe he starts off bad but then becomes good. I have absolutely no idea what Rex's character arc's going to be. I think what's so fun about this is that we don't know. None of it's planned. We don't know what's going to happen at the end of the game or in the middle or even at the start. It's all improvised as we go along, so who knows what's going to happen. Okay, so it looks really weird when you've got a human face with a reptile. Okay, let's make him bald for a sec. Get rid of those eyebrows, it looks weird. And we definitely don't want a nose either or a mouth. Well, we can have... Should there be smiling? Also, go away ears. We need dragon ears. Okay, something's missing. I think it's the horns, that's it. Now, we don't care about the face, the avatar thing. Yeah, we need to... It's about this bit, so... Why hasn't that changed? It's been ages since I created Rex's character, so... I've forgot everything. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I had to manually edit the scale colour of Rex's because it didn't actually match, I don't think. Let's make him naked. Can't have minions, the weakest of the reptile race, be wearing clothes like this. Need to give him some peasant pants. There we go, that fits. Also wings. Where's our dragon wings? Okay. So it's not gonna be the sprite, we're probably gonna use the slightly bigger one as an example. But I'm definitely gonna change the colour because what colour is Rex's again? Let's have a look. I'm gonna try and make it match. I mean, they don't all have to have the same skin colour, the dragons, so it's no biggie if it doesn't match. Hi White, how are you doing today? Welcome back to the stream. How's your day going? This song, why? I know it's sad, isn't it? I'm sorry if I make you get the feels. Okay, so I'm gonna open Rex's character. Let's find him. Let's get Photoshop back open. I have so many files now, I can't find them. There we go. So I'm just going to use this to make sure I match the skin colour. Because I prefer that green anyway to this one. And the wings are a different colour too. Okay, so Battler, export. He's naked, this dragon is that we're exporting. You want to fit in, Rex? I just want to give you guys the option for this to be an enemy, you say, because even if it doesn't win the poll, I just want to give you the option because the story has set them up to be villains of this region. So we can have them as enemies if we want them to be. Okay, I'm just going to copy just that. I want to get it to match. So No, not like this. Seems like it's a colour that's... Yeah, it's definitely a bit darker, but yeah, we'll get it. Doesn't have to be exact, I guess. It's a nice green now. Rex's skin colour. It's a lovely green. Good, I'm glad you're good, White One. We're doing enemies today. We've got, I'll just give you a little peek. We're doing a sheet, so we're gonna put a poll so you guys can go vote for your favourites here. So probably 4 on this sheet will be picked around about that. We'll see how the poll does. I can't seem to get it exact. I think it's nearly there. I think that'll do. Okay, so I'm not sure about the purple eyes. Ah, they made the panties go the wrong colour. Let's get them back to brown. We only need the first sprite. Oh my god, he's tiny. Well, let's sort this out. See, it's one thing that might need to be edited are the sizes of things, but the thing is, the actual characters aren't huge. Yeah, this is the problem. He's too much of a tiny. And he wouldn't be on the actual engine, funnily enough. But he just is on here. He'd be the same size as the characters on the engine. He's going to look lame compared to everyone else. Hi, Huckle. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you've been well. Have you had a good few weeks, Huckle? What have you been up to? Forgotten Iris now, but oh yeah. I've moved Photoshopping ages, guys. He looks too dark, but I could, to be honest, I could just lighten this background actually. It doesn't need to be this dark, you can barely see them. Oh no. He's too tidy though. Oh dear me. Okay, let's just think. Probably gonna do this instead. Print screen. Could not import the clipboard because of program error. No. Lies. Probably a bit big now compared to what he will be, so just zoom out. Yeah, probably more that. Also, it needs to be flipped. I want him bigger. I want him bigger. I can't make my mind up. There. Zoom in by one more. Doing well, how are you? I saw your Discord post from the other day and I hope you're feeling well and better. Thank you, Uncle. I am indeed. We all we all get like that, don't we? Sometimes we need some time out. But I'm feeling good now. How are you, Uncle, though? Is this the freaking Tetramaster theme? I'm glad you're doing well, Huckle. It is, isn't it? This is Tetramaster. It probably is, because it is the Final Fantasy soundtrack. So, I never really played Tetramaster as much as Triple Triad. Laughing my ass off, poor lizard friend. I know he's a little tiny. Hi, Sketchy. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Right. Let's get one where he looks a little bit more tough, actually. Thing is, the art is so impressive of the friend. Let me see. He looks like really. Okay. We have to have him though. He don't look as sharp, does he, as the other enemies, which is weird because in RPG Maker they look fine. It's just too good, the artwork's too good. Oh no, damn it. I knew something was wrong. I've got the one with the skirt that wasn't. One sec. No, I've already flipped it, so I can't edit it now. Yeah, we'll just have to get that one again. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this guy because he might not even win the pole and we're just spending all this time doing him. I think he doesn't look impressive enough, but it's a shame because it would work in the actual software, but it's not doing it justice in Photoshop. I'll do. I ain't bothered anymore. Okay. I actually think I preferred the darker background now. I'll just take the colour from this. Oh, I might just have it transparent because it's going on the Discord and it might look better as transparent images. Let's get rid of this horrific line. Did you guys like Tetramaster or did you prefer Triple Triad? Why is this black line down here? No, it isn't. It's just because of the zoom. Right. I'm gonna just practice with this pole. I forgot exactly how the format is, so let me test something. Pole. How does it look? Okay, so it does it by letters. So what we can do is we can label these with letters then, rather than actually write their actual names down. Oh my god, the reptile looks so bad compared to the others. I feel like putting in brackets. This won't look as bad on the software. Okay, I. Or should we do it white? Probably not the best thing to do. Pale grey. I don't think many people use light mode. On Discord, does anyone here use light mode? If it's a pale grey, it'll still be seen, right? I wouldn't even know. I don't use light mode. Photoshop isn't being nice to me today. I'm going to do it uppercase. My gosh, get locked, Leia. Thank you. Oh, actually, grey's boring. I'm gonna make them blue. That'll stand out. Well, it kind of doesn't. Let's make it a bit brighter. One sec. I'm being a nerd with making sure the colours are the right ones for the colour scheme, because I do archive these files and I don't want them to look bad, so... That's better. It's much better. Discord does like mode, you didn't even know. Haven't played Tetramaster, so I'll go Triple Triad too. Should have said Gwent. Forget you play Gwent, Key. I play Gwent too, but it's been a while. I used to be in the top 1,000 when I was addicted, but that soon changed when I stopped playing it. Literally all I did when Gwent came out, all I did was play Gwent every second of the day. I did nothing else. It was convoluted. TT was easier to understand. Triple Triad was great, and that's the reason why Final Fantasy XIV must have picked it as the card game, because over Tetramaster, because it's the better one. This is a late poll today, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it open. Yeah, it'll probably be still open on Friday's stream, this poll will, if I keep it open 2 days. So people can still get votes in on Friday's stream, which I'm fine with that. It's an important one. We want the right enemies. I don't know where to put this one. This tree's too big. It's bloody massive. There we go. I feel like keeping them all above the heads is clearer. Stops any confusion. Oh my gosh, okay. Might be a little bit squashed down here, so I'm gonna move them up. I'm hungry. I need milk. Yeah, we're labelling it with letters, if anyone's wondering why we're using letters and not numbers, because that's how the poll works. For some reason the poll we have on Discord doesn't label the options as numbers, it labels them as letters. What's after J? A, B, C, D, G, J, K, K. That's it. I can't believe I forgot. You like the song from Final Fantasy 13? Oh, I know which one it was. Never played the actual game. I played the mini game in the Witcher 3 game. Oh, the actual Gwen game is so much better than the one in the Witcher 3 though. And I really liked the Witcher 3 Gwen. It was just easy compared to the actual Gwen that's a standalone. Really worth playing it because it's free as well. Doesn't hurt to try it out. They all spread out well enough. I feel like there's too much gap here. That'll do. What do you reckon? Okay. This tray, he's a big giant. Letters are nice, then Alpha Lizard. Oh yeah, it is as well. Well spotted. Welcome, Dr. Mikachu. Hi, Dr. Mikachu. It rhymes with Pikachu. Dr. Mikachu, Pikachu. So I've pronounced that one right. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a grand Wednesday. Alpha Lizard, how appropriate. G for tree. Yeah, great tree. Why is A for flower though? At least there's no R for rose. Or Rex. There's a K for key. Key's the mushroom. It's decided. Thanks, this looks fun. Thank you. If you want to have a look what we're doing, Dr. Mikachu, this is all about the project. We update everything on Twitter. We also have an FAQ page. It tells you everything about how to be a character in the game. At the moment, we're working on the enemies that we're going to have in our first dungeon, which is a forest. And as you can see, we've got a selection of enemies here, but we're only going to pick a few of them. So I'm going to put this up as a poll right now, guys. And you're going to get to decide which ones should be in the dungeon. And I apologise for this little fella looking a little bit weird because the art style doesn't really match with the rest, but he's just an actual sprite. He's the official default sprite, and he will look better when he's in the game. He'll match with the rest of the characters anyway. It's because he's a little bit, well, he looks a little bit blurry. Bless him. Okay, can we hide this now? Yeah, I think I'm going to save it as a PNG actually and put it in Discord like that. I think it works to do upload stuff like that in Discord. We'll see how it looks first. If it don't look right, we'll give it a background. Just call it enemy pile 1. This is only at 50%. It might be too big actually at its current size. Okay. Hi Pink Zeppelin, oh my goodness, I missed you there. How are you doing? Sneaking in like that. But you've changed the colour of your name now, so I won't get you confused with my bot. How's your week going, Zeppy? A stands for anemone. Oh, ever said that right? Anemone. Okay, that's cool. We've picked letters that match then. I'm happy with that. We've done well, guys. Okay, where is this image that I just saved? Here. Let's see how it looks. Maybe it'll look a mess. We'll soon see. It's uploading right now. Is that the max size that images can be in Discord? They don't let you they don't let you have them any bigger. Is this true? Because they could have fit that in. Come on, so could have. Why'd you have to be shrunk? One sec, I'm going to test something. I'm going to also upload it on an image site and see if that has it full size. Oh my goodness, Google Chrome is not responding. Probably because I've got a bazillion tabs open. So I'm just opening image at the moment, and we'll see what works best. For a second I thought you were putting me on ignore. I didn't think I was gone that long. Oh no, Zeppy. And no, where is it? Even if you're gone for a year, Zeppy, it doesn't matter. You'll still get a warm welcome from me. Yeah, I get carried away sometimes and I don't look at chat for a while. That's what happened. They could, but it's probably to save data purposes or something along those lines. I think there's a file size limit, but I don't know if there's a hard exact dimensions limit. I see. Well, I know Discord lets you upload images 2 ways, either by uploading from your computer or putting in the URL from an image site. So I'm going to test this way now and we'll see how it looks, and if it looks better then yeah, we'll just use it this way. I'm excited that we finally put in the poll up though, so you can vote, guys. But because it's so late in the stream, we've got an hour of stream left. It's not very long, so I will be having it open for an extra day. We'll have it open on until Friday's stream, and then more people can get votes in on Friday then as well. And it's not like we're in a rush to get the enemies in the game, because we've still got stuff to work on with the battle system feature wise, and we can spend Friday doing that, and some of today as well. Oh no, it hasn't saved it as a PNG. It's not transparent. I'll put it in Discord now and you'll see. Yeah, there's no difference anyway. It's still the same size. So it doesn't matter though, guys. Does it? I mean, it's not like it would have looked prettier if it was at its full size, but if there's nothing we can do to make it that, then we're gonna have to just accept it for how it is, aren't we? Maybe it's the file size. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just test one more thing, and if it doesn't work, if it doesn't work, then we'll just have it as it is. To be honest, when I resize it, it doesn't look good. Have I got it wrong? Okay, that's it. Yeah, because it might be that I had it too large for why it did that. So I'm just going to test that now. But there's likely not going to be a difference. It'll probably still end up being the same size. We'll soon find out. Yeah, it's the same. It's fine though, guys. We'll just have it as that because this looks like doesn't matter. But you can click on it and get a better view. So that's what matters, isn't it? Yeah, you can look at it like that if you want a better view. Oops, I nearly crossed Discord off like a silly. Oops, I did. Okay, one sec. I've gotta get it back up. Oh, bye, lizard friend. You were just a test. We don't want you. Sorry, I feel bad now. I don't like being mean to the animals, even lizards. Okay. Need to get Discord back up. My Chrome is dying. Oh no, why is it this song? Why is this song playing now? Okay, so here we're back again. We're going to put the poll now. We're going to put the poll up. I'm excited. And then I'm going to put it in as a command in chat so everybody that's in chat can come and vote. Okay, so... zoom in. What enemies should we have in Everbloom Forest? Okay, and now we have to put their names. What are they? What are their official names? Actually, I'm gonna call them what their official names were because they were quite snazzy. Better than anything that I could think of. Anyway, so white flower for our first one. What's the mermaid called? The mermaid would have to be like by the lake section if she was in there, because we will, whatever 4 enemies top the poll, they will be in certain areas of the forest based on what's appropriate. Sea mermaid. Deer. Just deer. What? Yeah, just panda. Some of them have cool names and some are just deer and panda. The forest is the starter area, right? It is. It got voted in a poll very early on when we started this project. Forest was picked. So we went for it and that's what we're doing. I'm excited to know what the next area is going to be though, guys. I mean, we probably do a world map. That's what we'll do. We probably won't design the whole world map at once, but we'll do it in like sections and slowly add to it over time. And we have to kind of think, oh, what would be after a forest? Usually plains, like flat land or farmland, maybe. It's not like you won't go from a forest to a desert, will you? Like there's kind of like. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I do intend to hopefully have a variety of different region types. I won't even rule out being in space if that's what people vote for. This game's crazy enough for us to end up in space at some point. Panda deer. What's the worm called? Giant bug death worm. Well, I'm not going to call it that. I'll call it a giant worm. F is the little tree stump. It's a sprout. Is that a good name for a sprout? I think tree stump. It's better. What's a sprout? That's a Brussels sprout. Stumpy. Oh, its name can be Stumpy. That's really cute. Maybe one of them will be our friend. G. Ginormous tree. Giant tree. But it's not really a giant tree, is it? It's just a tree. Trees are big. It's probably just a normal sized tree. I'll just call it tree. I'll call the other one a stump then. But we can call it Stumpy as a nickname if we want to. There could be a cave as well and an underground kind of area. Yes, like I can imagine that caves are in like the forest. There's like easy access to caves from forests. There's like holes in the cliffs and stuff, and that makes sense for sure. And to be honest, I can see that like a cave dungeon being a sort of side area for this game, because we're going to have side quests as well. We're going to have a section in the Discord that will let people submit side quests at some point, because we've only like got the main quest at the moment, but it would be cool to have side quests as well. Looks like I'm going back to work earlier than you thought. You're going now, Zeppa? You got work? I hope your day's good and it goes by fast. Okay, so tree. What's this creature called? A forest golem. And toxic plant. That one. IJ. So it's just the B. Probably just going to be called B. Little mushroom. Shroom. I'll call it a mushroom. Although shroom's quite cute. And then the last one is reptile bandit. And he's in there purely because the story, like he's very different to the other enemies. There's actually a storyline with these reptile bandits. They fit in with the forest lore, and there was a massacre and they were the ones that did it, and so you know they actually fit. But whether they get win or not or come anywhere near the top 4, I don't know. This is what we'll have to see, guys. One sec. Okay, so I'm ready to submit this poll now. I hope it all looks good. I'm going to copy and paste in case it's not right and have to start again. What the freak? Have I done something wrong? Simple poll usage, what's that talking about? It's like it's a tutorial or something. I've obviously done something wrong. Oops. Have I put too many options? I'm sure you don't. You can have up to 12 options in this poll. Better have. Otherwise I'll go mad. So just delete a couple. Okay, so. Wow, I bet there's a limit, isn't there? Of 10 or something. It's not going to let me have 12. I'll cry. Because that means we'll have to delete 2. Oh, come on, Paul. You can fit in 2 more. Let's try it again. I should have probably checked, but oh well. Okay, guys, we can only have 10 options in the poll, which means we have to cut 2 out. Damn. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oops, we chopped part of the tree off. It said 1 to 10. Yeah, so it's true. We can only have 10 options. Yeah, we got no choice. We'll have to remember this for the future, because this is the first big poll we've ever had. Most of these voting polls that we've done have only had 2 options. Like, this is the first big one, so... right, I'm getting Photoshop back up, and we're gonna see which ones to get rid of. Get rid of the B. Who agrees? I'm thinking get rid of the standard ones. But I even like the simple ones like the plus, I still want them to be there, but you say mermaid and worm. Let's see what chat say. Right, guys, we're gonna get rid of 2. Say the 2 you think. Why what says mermaid and worm? So if anything gets more than 2, then I'm probably gonna get rid of it. Hi Hannibal, welcome to the stream. UK Abby, yeah. A few have said that. She's from a TV show, right? I forgot the name of it now. Trust me, if I took my glasses off though, I'd probably look nothing like her. It's the glasses, I think. How are you doing anyway, Hannibal? Have you had a good week? Thanks for joining us in our stream today. It's good to meet you. We're making a game here. If you want to have a little peek, then feel free to. I popped up the command. You think mermaid and golem. Okay, so 2 people have said mermaid should go. Thank you for the follow. So it's looking like mermaid's gonna go, guys. We're gonna say bye. I don't want to get rid of the worm and the golem unless they get another person say. So 2 or more, then they'll go. To be honest, it works because mermaids are more in the sea area. Maybe we'll see that one come back when we get to a beach or something. A sea theme could fit the mermaid more than this forest, to be quite honest. So I would vote worm over golem. Okay, so that's clear. We're going to get rid of the worm. Bye, cuties. We also have to get rid of the K and the L. Sorry, K. Oh no, the lizard's no longer a lizard. We got rid of the L. Okay, so we got to reorder all this. Let's just get the background back so we can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, we got to organise all this again. This is what I mean. We sometimes get delayed. Sometimes things happen, which causes us to... Let's put this guy here, maybe. Still waking up over here? Oh, it's early for you. What time is it over there? You're no longer a shroomie. Didn't you want to be a mushroom? Mushroom's cute though. I think the mushrooms are daubs. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the smaller ones up here, I think. I kind of want the reptile bandit to be the last one though. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, G for G, H. Something down to right. Okay. Because we've got the two big ones should be at the bottom. I keep laughing every time I see that reptile. Okay, it's not tidy at all, it's a mess, this is, guys. Should we get some rulers? Should we make it neat? We might as well now. Yeah, deleting those two's messed up the whole design, but I don't want it to look like butts, so we're just spending some time doing this. A part of me wants to make the little reptile battler a little bit smaller now, because he's not going to be huge on the map. He's just a sprite, same as the characters, so yeah, probably looks a bit better that size. (11:16 AM). That is actually early for me, no joke. I'm a massive night owl, so I don't even see the morning, guys. Lately, I get up in the afternoon. If I had to go to work like I used to, and I worked in an office, I would have to get up then, and that would suck. Wow, my belly did a massive rumble then. I think, yeah, he looks better like that. Actually, we'll put the tree as J. I think he suits the letter J. Oops. I've accidentally hidden the file, haven't I, on the stream? Don't know what's happened there. Because I can see it, but you guys can't. But we're done anyway now, so. I've completely screwed up Photoshop, guys. Like, all my bars have gone. Even file, everything's gone. I've just messed it all up. Okay, I found it again now. Okay, one sec. Right, here we go. Okay. Sorry that you can't see anything. I'm not sure how to get it back up, but we've finished it now anyway, so it's not the end of the world. It's not like you've got anything to see. I'm saving the image now, and I'm going to put it up in Discord, and we're going to vote. We're going to get the poll done. Finally. Wow. This has took its time. Okay, so let's get Discord back and put up our new poll. I always thought this beside theme was really relaxing. Okay. It's brainstorming week for me, just mulling over ideas to write. Got an easy day at work tonight. That sounds good. What are you working on? You working on a project or something, Hannibal? Got me a lovely cup of English breakfast and a boiled egg. I had egg yesterday and it was beautiful. I love egg. This looks tidy now, doesn't it? It looks a little bit tidy. A, B, C, D. Knowing us, we've done the letters wrong. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to have to change this poll a little bit. Because we got rid of some enemies. So, no sea mermaid. The toxic plant is after the white flower now. We've got the deer, the panda, the... Oh, no more giant worm. Bee and the mushroom are next. Stumpy. What the freak? He looks so weird, bless him. Don't wanna. Stress test, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's put it up and see if everything's in order. That can be deleted now. Okay, so what enemies should we have in the forest? White flower, A. Toxic plant, B. Deer, C. Panda, D. B, E. Mushroom, F. Stump, G. Reptile bandit, H. Forest golem, I. And J for the tree. Oh my goodness, we're getting votes in already. Who is voting already? Oh, I see. Makara getting them votes in. I like it. I like to see that. Getting excited for the votes. But yeah, vote for as many as you like, guys. There's no limit for how many. Vote for the ones you like. You don't have to just vote once or twice. But whatever tops the poll, probably the top 4, maybe. Maybe 5. It depends. I haven't decided yet, but the ones that are at the top will be the ones we go for the forest. My goodness. Yep. We're going to keep this poll up a bit longer though. Usually I have the polls open for 24 hours when I do them, but we're going to have this one open for 48 hours. This one's going to finish on Friday, at the end of Friday's stream. Just so we get more votes in, because we put this poll up super late today, so we're probably not going to get the votes in that we want. So yeah, an extra 24 hours for this poll. Yay. Okay, now I'm going to put this as a command in the bot. We haven't got much longer left to stream, but still want to do that. So little bot, you got a poll for me. Okay. Copy and paste that. What enemy should we be looking for is right here. Okay. Okay, so the poll should... I'll give you guys the link to that. So for those of you that aren't in the Discord, the link is there if you want to click on that. Anybody who's interested in voting. We do our poll votes and idea submissions on Discord because after some experimentation we decided that was the best place for the polls. We had a few little problems doing them on poll websites there's always that risk of someone going incognito and, you know, doing multiple votes. And although that never got confirmed that happened, it was a risk that could, you know, it was always a risk, especially the more people that start joining in on this. It's bound to happen eventually that cheating gets involved. So Discord's the best because everybody just has their one account, and you know that there's nothing dodgy going on with the Discord votes, and you can see who's voted from the reactions. Well, I think I can, I'm not sure if you guys can. But I'm really happy that we're getting some votes in already. Number C, the deer is getting a few. That one's a popular one. But yeah, be interesting to see which ones top the poll by Friday after stream. They all look so amazing. Yeah, we're really lucky, Zeppy, because let's get it up so you guys can see. Is this the window captured? It is. We found a character artist basically who does monster and enemy art design for this software, this engine, and he even has a Patreon, and he's currently active now. He adds more every week, and he's already got absolutely loads of different monsters, and it's really, really handy that we've found someone, and he lets people use his assets for commercial and non-commercial projects, so in his terms of use. And yeah, it did really, really good enemy art, and I think because it's very a certain style, we stick to this one. We'll have a consistent style, which will be good. The only ones that would differ would be, for example, our little reptile friend that we've got. Where is it? Yeah, our little reptile friend, option H. He's not among that artist's work, so he does look a little bit different, but he does match with the default vanilla assets that we've got, and he will probably look better in game than he does on there. But yep, it's mostly been a stream about deciding the enemies today, and we'll get the final results for that on Friday. So really, what else did we have to do? I did write on my tweet today what the other task was, and it's completely slipped my mind, so I'm going to just look and remind myself. Choosing your name is for our forest dungeon, yeah. And the other thing that we says we would do is have a look at the battle system and the features and plugins we can add to make it more interesting. And we don't have much longer left to stream, but we still got a good 30 minutes or so, so I'm going to have a look at those features with you guys now. We're going to look at the battle system together. So, but still, yeah, vote on the poll. Make sure you get those votes in. And thank you, Hero, for the retweet. Appreciate it. This is exciting, though. This is like one of my favourite polls that we've done, because there's just so many options, and it's fun. It's simple but fun. Some of the other polls have been more complicated when I start asking for lore ideas and that. Okay, so I'm not going to keep staring at these results. I'm going to have a peek later. There's also another poll I did, the story and legend of Everbloom Forest, which the results haven't been posted for that yet, but I'll be posting them later. Key, thank you for joining the Discord. I'll give you a welcome, because I'm nice. Welcome, Key. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Voting on the polls forces you to join. I force you guys to join my Discord so you can vote. Wahaha. Okie doke. Right, guys. So I'm gonna probably spam you all with this for the last 30 minutes of stream, because we want to get so many votes in. And even though we've got I'm surprised we've got that many so far, to be honest. It's only just we've only just done it, but I want more. I want to see loads. So this is why we're going to keep this poll open for 48 hours. Okay, so next step. Let's get that window capture back up. Okay, so here we are. This is the other website I wanted to show you. This is the Battle Plugins website, which just adds a little bit more to the default battle system of the game. We are going to be using the default because, one, it's just easier. The problem with going for something different is there's always that risk that the creator of the plugin might abandon it, and then you're left with a battle system that isn't getting updated, and you're like, it can get buggy and start clashing with other things. So I think it's definitely safer to stick with the default, but to make it as exciting as possible, because there is all these plugins that can get added on to the default to just make it more interesting. And an example is there is a turn battle visual thing, a bit like Final Fantasy X. So because it's turn based, it worked really well in Final Fantasy X, I feel, having that, well, turn orders display is what it's called, yeah. So that's something to consider as well. There's just so much, I can't even keep track of it all. Buffs and states, like all of that isn't in the default. It's all extra stuff. I think there was even like armor as one as well, so having a sort of armor for some enemies. You can also animate them as well, so that would be pretty cool to try out. So they're not just still. We'll see how that works. Yamfi plugins everywhere. Yeah, there's just, it's really, really handy. And I know that Yamfly always updates. It's something that hasn't been abandoned, so you know that you're safe to use it. Do you agree? What? I want to have a peek again. I'm obsessed with looking at the results of the polls. Okay, so right, let's go back into RPG Maker. Can't figure out what window capture I've got open here. Oh, it's the Discord one. Okay, so yep, we've got our little slime. Are you crashing on me, RPG Maker? We have, this is just our little test sprite at the moment. We got a little slime here. I mean, it was suggested that we have a slime boss, because we will have to do a separate poll for the boss as well at some point, and that'll be fun. We don't have a slime in the 10 random mob enemies, but who knows, maybe we'll add one for the boss just for jokes. Okay, and as you know, most of you know, we have our map encounters in this game. Everybody decided they'd prefer that over random encounters, so we will have to have little sprites to represent the enemies that we have, but to make it easier on myself, to make it less hard work, I'll probably just be doing silhouettes, but I will make sure like the shape kind of fits with the enemy that they are, if you know what I mean. And that way there's like a visual indicator of what the enemy type is. So like, for example, there's a super powerful strong enemy, you'll know just from the shape of its silhouette when it's walking along the map. And if you don't want to fight it, you can think, oh, screw that one, I'm not going near him. Or maybe you might want to fight them because they give you more experience. But yeah, the not having the random encounters probably will stop frustration. Yeah, it's safe. Where are you going to release the game when it's finished, by the way? Well, what I'm going to be doing is I'm likely going to be releasing it in segments, like in chapters. So we're on chapter 1 at the moment, part 1. And once chapter 1's done, I'm very much highly considering releasing that as it is. And then when everyone completes chapter 1 that plays it, they just save it, and then chapter 2, when that's done, they can carry on from where they left off. Because that way it keeps people excited, because they get to play the game as it's being made. So maybe that is the best way to do it, rather than potentially wait a long time for one big massive thing to be released, if you get what I mean. So I think for the nature of this project, releasing it by chapter could work. So but as for where I'm going to release it, it probably either, I haven't decided what website I would upload it on, or anything in particular like that yet, so that's still up in the air. But whatever I do, wherever I upload it, I will link it to you guys everywhere. Discord, in-stream, Twitter, in my panels, so that I will easily link it to you all. So basically, when chapter 1's finished, it'll be released, and people can play that while we're working on chapter 2 together, and nobody will know where it goes next. So while you play chapter 1, everyone will think, well, what's going to happen in chapter 2? Nobody knows. You recommend itch.io? Lots of RM devs there. Oh, cool. That's a good idea, actually. I've heard of that one. And is it easy to upload? Like, are there any specific rules? I have heard of it. In fact, I've been on there before out of curiosity to see certain projects, and there's a lot of creative little small games on there, and they're really cute. So yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Thanks for that suggestion, White. Well, I'll keep that one in mind. But yeah, so having it episodic is, I'm not sure if any other games on RPG Maker have done that. I know a game I used to play back in the day from the RPG Maker 2000 engine did it chapter by chapter, and I really liked that game. I always got really excited for the next chapter to be released. It was called The Way. I was like, that was so long ago. You can have a neat custom HTML page. You can even have a devlog on it, multiple download links, etc. That's really awesome. Have you used that yourself, White? What? Yeah, I'll look into that one, and that'll probably be the one we use. As long as I don't encounter any problems, that'll probably be the one. So yay, hype. But who knows when chapter 1's going to be released? I mean, I'm not sure how long I'm going to make the chapters. Well, I think I'll just judge it by how it feels. We'll see how it goes. When it starts getting a little bit long, I'll probably think, yeah, this is enough for chapter 1, and then we'll end it at a good cliffhanger point and release it. I might even make a trailer. Well, I think it'd be a good idea to make a trailer for each chapter. But yeah, 100% that works better for this particular project and the nature of it, I believe, releasing it in chapters. Okay, so right, I wanted to show you an example of how the battle system works. I'll give a little test play before we go. So give me one sec. But it's still pretty basic at the moment. I definitely want to look into some of those Yanvi plugins and give it more flash, if that makes sense, because there looks to be, even just the character holding the weapon will help. I think you can add that as a plugin, can't you? Actually have the weapon in your hand, because by default the party members don't have a weapon in their hand, I don't think. There's no visual actually showing a sword or a bow or anything like that. So it just adds way more to it to actually see the weapon. Haven't used it per se, but read up about it for future reference. Oh, cool, awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna look into some of these plugins and see what works and what doesn't. So I'll probably do that tonight and tomorrow on my day off, because I have Tuesdays and Thursdays off stream, and that's mainly either for just relaxation time and doing my things so I don't burn out or anything, or just doing this behind the scenes, because sometimes I need that time to do that. Like, not everything can be done on stream. Some things get a bit complicated and I prefer working on them off stream, so I have something exciting to show you all when I'm back on my next stream. But yeah, I think we should do a test play then. I could probably put a save point here somewhere. There won't be an actual save point here in the real game, but for testing purposes I'm probably gonna have to put a save point at some point, because it's going to get frustrating to keep starting off in Lakefall and walking across the bridge all the time. Okay, I'm gonna pause the Final Fantasy music in the background, because we're going to have music on in the game. We have a really, really nice soundtrack that I found. Like, I really am fond of it. I like it that much, so I actually listen to the music in my spare time that we're going to be using in the game. So I think that says a lot. And yeah, there's a lot of tracks, a lot of variety, and it was made by a composer I found on the RPG Maker community forums, actually. Use our controller. Yeah, and the good thing about this as well, RPG Maker MV, is it is compatible with a controller, even with my PlayStation 1, funnily enough. I thought it would just only work with Xbox, but it works with the PlayStation 1 as well. Okay, so the music might end up being loud, so I'm gonna just put it quiet a sec. I don't want to burst your eardrums, guys. We are getting a little bit of lag to downstream, but there's so many things open, programs and tabs and stuff. My computer's a bit of it's an old lady now. Okay, so here we are. This is our test play screen. Okay, I can hear the music quite loud. I just have it on slightly in the background. I don't want to make it full blast for you all. And I like this track because it sounds like raindrops at the start. I'm such a nerd. I prefer to play with keyboard. It's like lazy mode when using the mouse to move around. Yeah. Well, the good thing is you can do either. Like, you use the keyboard or the mouse. Even when the controller is plugged in, it still lets you use the keyboard. So, it's preference. Everybody's got their preference, hasn't it? I think as long as it's you have the option for either, that's the good thing. And if I want to do things quick, I can dash like this. And yeah, we have a mini map, and I don't know if you guys know, but there is the option to turn it off. It's the L1 on the controller, and it's another button on the keyboard to turn it on and off. So I'm glad I did that, because not everybody, funnily enough, likes mini maps. Some people aren't fans. Oh my god, I've got some on my lip. Go away. Okay. And also I'm probably going to do a shadow for this bridge as well, like extra we got to do all the extra detail stuff at some point. Still got to add these flowers as well. I was tempted to look into doodads, but I might also just bunch them up as tile sets. I'll experiment over tomorrow on my day off and see what works best. Oh, look at this little slime. Okay, don't laugh, he's called Jesus because I was being funny and I was doing a test. So it looks a little bit messy at the moment. Mainly the gauges look a bit messy because I have to mess about with the settings in the plugin to get them looking right. And I downloaded the particular plugin for this morning, and I looked and I thought I had enough time to like change the window size and get it positioned where I wanted, but I was like, no, the gauges look a bit messy. But yeah, we'll get that looking pretty next time. And when there's other party members, they'll all have their own little square, but we've only got one party member at the moment, so it's different to the default because the default just has like a sort of block at the bottom. The commands are at the bottom and stuff, but this is one where I found that actually has it above the head. Also, I want to move those enemy names down a little bit too. And yeah, there's a few visual errors. Even the bottom, the icons are going into the text, but I haven't even set his stats up yet, so he's not gonna hit them properly. So we're gonna die. We're gonna get game over. But if we want to flee, we just escape like that. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna run into the enemy. I've got to do it on player touch as the same because at the moment it's action key. But yes, so that just, this is it at its most basic. We're gonna hopefully make the whole thing look more appealing over time. We're gonna make the enemies animate because there's a plugin to do that, and we're gonna actually show the weapon in the player's hand and add some more things. So that's it. Let's just, there we go. Adding an Easter egg. Some NPC called Jesus in some hidden area. On an interaction, it says Jesus saves, and then open the save game window. I was being funny. Don't laugh. What do you want from me, woman? What? What, Kay? Looking good. Thank you, Pink Zeppelin. But yeah, Jesus, the character that you saw in the battle then, is the custom hero. I'm actually gonna just get that up now because I don't think everybody here has been here from the start, so you might not have seen the custom creator. But you actually can decide what they look like, their gender and their name and stuff. And so there's not an actual, because it was difficult to make the decision of if we're going to have a protagonist, who's it going to be? I didn't want it to be me. Although I'm a playable character in the game, I'm a party member, I've decided I'm going to be a vampire in it. If you've seen my character sheet, you'll see what I'm all about. Even though I'm a party member, a playable character, I didn't want to be the protagonist. So the question was, well, if it's not going to be me, who is it going to be? And it kind of made sense to have a custom hero because it allows a bit of interesting things that can be added, like a romance system and all that. Yeah, we are going to have a romance system in the game. We will. So yeah, this is why I made Jesus. I did it for laughs. So yeah, this is the first thing you ever see. You just build I built this myself. I'm actually quite proud of it because I'm not really a coder or anything, but I managed to do this. But it's not really that bad code. It's just a bunch of conditional statements and stuff and variables. Should we make Jesus again? I had to have beards as an option. Yeah, and you can choose between warrior and hunter too. So there's only 2 classes the custom hero allows. I did only the 2 because it was easier with assets, because there would have been a lot of assets to do if I had to do a different class with all the different clothing and stuff. Because there is hundreds of assets I had to save for this custom hero. It was bonkers. But I was very determined to do it. So yeah, you can make whoever you want to make. I assume most people might make themselves, or just be like me and do Jesus for jokes. But yes, we've only got Jesus, or the custom hero, as our only party member at the moment in the game, because we've just started. Literally once we've had this character creation, we're in Lakefall. We talked to Carol the Barrel. We're inside her. She's not happy about that. You know. Yeah, lewd. And after that, we get a quest. We go to the inn. On our mini map, it marks the quest, and he tells us we've got to go in the forest, and we're on a quest now to find his sister. And it's actually in the Discord. Let's go back to the Discord. Our fake Discord is the first part of the story. So that's literally it. That's the first part of the story. That's the bit I wrote. And these 3 lines here. And this was the one that got the most votes on our original poll. And I'm going to make a little visual graphic for that. I really want to have that so you guys can see that and put it up on social media and stuff. And over time, we're going to have a little book of graphics of the chapter. And it'll be like a little storybook. So yeah, and then we got that poll, so I'm going to spam chat again with the poll so you can vote. And okay guys, so I think probably it's best to leave it here now. We've done what we needed to do, but I am going to keep this poll open for an extra day. It's going to close on Friday's stream. I should probably put that actually. I'm going to put that so people know. Poll closes Friday. What's the date on Friday? I don't even know. It's May the 1st today. Okay, it's the 3rd on Friday. 3rd of May. Okay, so peeps now. Just leave that there. The 3rd. Yep. And it's the 4th of May the day after. And it's my dad's birthday the day after that. Awesome. I mean, I'm excited to see which monsters top the poll. And then once we know, we can actually add them into the battle system as an enemy. And it'll be cool. We can put them on the field, walking around, do little silhouettes for them and walk into them. And then the next thing after that is actually deciding the hero's stats, what we're going to give him, and balancing, you know, things like the difficulty and thinking about how easy the enemies need to be to kill. And then comes things like experience. How much experience are we going to get from them? What items are we going to get from them? And all things like that. And yeah, that'll be fun, deciding those sort of things. And then after that, it's continuing with the main quest and the story and the rest of the dungeon, and then the boss at the end. And yeah, I mean, that'll probably take, I don't like to put a time on it, but we'll see. Friday, we'll see what we do on Friday, won't we? Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I think now is the best time to stop. My dinner's almost ready. Always is usually ready at this time. But thanks for hanging out. It's been a blast. Thanks, Key, White, Pink Zeppelin, for hanging out. And Rex as well. Did you vote on the poll, Rex? I'm going to just spam you guys with the command now. I'm spamming you all. You did? Oh, that's awesome. And Demi, thanks for hanging out as well. Make sure you vote on that poll, guys. It's a very important poll. As you can see, we've got a lot of enemies here. We had to get rid of 2 of them, unfortunately. We had 12 originally, but the poll only allows 10. So, yep, it's all sorted now. Yay. We'll see what tops it on Friday. So people will still be voting for this on Friday's stream. I will see you guys on Friday then. If you want to hang out and have some more fun, we will probably be working on the battle system and finishing the rest of the mapping of the forest, maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll put up another poll as well, because we have another poll that we need to put up. We'll see what that is on Friday. Take care, guys. Bye, Ben. Bye, White. Bye, Demi. Bye, Rex. Bye, Key. And Pink Zeppelin. Hope I've not missed anyone out. Have an awesome day. Have a good evening. See you Friday. And bye, Edge. Hope your lurk's been treating you well. Good luck with your exams. Bye, guys.